Here we go. Hello. I'm Micah.
I'm gonna be single after this, cause that was some bull.
I'm a goofball.
Try it again.
Okay. How about this? I'm a goofball.
I'm Jay.
No, I'm Micah. And this is Married with Opinions. You start this one off.
So, taking a little scroll on Facebook, came across an interesting post, but it all boils down to how much of your sexual past matters to your future. Do you want to read what that says?
I'll go for it this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kim K has a sex tape and Kanye's still married to her, but y'all scared to talk to a girl because of some rumors you heard. So this girl apparently responds, I don't know how true this is, I don't know if somebody put some stuff together or whatnot on either one of these. And she says, my husband watched me get a train ran on me by 9 dudes in college. We celebrating 3 years of marriage in March.
Let's go, slut. My background is not squeaky clean either. Let's be real.
But I don't.
The fact that I was in your rotation, like it was a damn CD player.
A dish changer.
Yeah, dish changer. Condom changer.
Yep. Well, I'm not gonna get into this shit.
Never. What? What?
And
You were the only one I was sleeping with for them 2 months. I'm a one woman. I'm a one man woman.
the inherent problem
At a time.
the inherent problem with this is how judgmental men are.
Because y'all feel like y'all the only ones that could have ever traveled there.
What I'm saying about like the amount of partners that a woman is supposed to have.
It's intimidating. Is that what it is?
I can't answer that question. It hasn't bothered me.
My sexual past don't bother you.
Only time I think a person's past in any form, sexual or whatever, is a problem is when it comes and affects the future. So like if somebody has like some kind of,
Or like when the ex hangs around.
again, I'm not gonna hit the end of this shit. And you just happen to like that ex.
No, I ain't even talking about that ex. I love that ex. Okay?
Okay.
I ain't even talking about that one.
Okay.
I'm just talking about some of the other ones that even while we were dating, that you had to I've kind of had to shine some light on the situations. It's like, cuz, how much of the past do you hang on to? What was the other post we saw? You can't focus on your future if you can't let go of your past.
This is true. Yeah, I said you can't find your soulmate if you're still hanging on to your playmate. Yeah.
Boom.
Right. That's what I was like.
That's why bitches get engaged. And then nothing happens from it.
Aha. So anyway.
Because they still talking to you. Trying to make dinner plans. Anywho. So.
She brought that up. That was one that really disturbed me. So anyway, this
back
particular back to this. Like I was saying, the thing with men being very judgmental, it's like it's like a lot of men want a porn star virgin.
Yeah.
That's kind of really unrealistic goals because honestly, let's just call it. A woman has probably, even if a woman's been with 5 dudes, she's probably sometimes, I'm just saying this sometimes, she's probably done more nastier shit with those 5 dudes than you've probably done with your 40 plus women a man's been with.
That you one night stand. Like, you can only accomplish so much in a one night stand.
This is true.
Let's be honest on that. and especially for a woman who is more emotion based, we tend to get attached, and we all know women are more open minded in some situations. So,
and if it's based off emotions, and if she's on some fuck it, like really on some just whatever's gonna happen, yeah, she's gonna do all kinds of nasty shit that you see in the porn movies, but she just ain't recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of my big issues was I always wondered, and nobody can answer this question: at what number of partners a woman had is she considered, whatever derogatory term you want to call her, whole slut, whatever? Because the interesting thing is, a woman can sleep with the one wrong man
and be a hoe.
Exactly, and she could have slept with 17 dudes in a week,
mm-hmm.
and still be considered the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
While men, and I think there's a double-edged sword here in this particular situation, and a double standard, not double-edged sword. It's a double standard, whereas it's been perpetuated that women don't want for a general sense, don't want an inexperienced man. So it's like saying, hey, you go out here and sow your royal oats, and then, because a lot of women, so some women is like, hey, look, I don't want to do this inexperienced.
So I have an issue with that, because even with that, you still got to teach a man.
Just like a man has to teach a woman certain things.
Exactly. It's all, everything is custom.
Right.
That's like when you get into your first car, you got to adjust that seat. You got to, set those mirrors. You have to adjust it to your taste.
Right.
Just because you were doing this with this other person, yeah, you may have been good at it with them.
Right.
But I like mine different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I like mine shaken, not stirred. Or sometimes I might want it stirred and not shaken.
Yeah.
It depends. I'm a Gemini. I'm weird like that, though. I got to keep it.
And then sometimes you just get in the moment and you try some shit, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So
sometimes you get a nut, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah. So basically, a person's sexual past, I think
it's bullshit.
Honestly, I believe women are sometimes more forgiving of a man, like having
because we have no choice.
You have no choice.
And sadly enough, and it's sad because most men lie on their dick. A lot of men will lie about how many women they done slept with because it's cool. That's
one thing my father taught me.
Turn off.
My father taught me never to do that. Really, he just taught me to tell the truth all around. So yeah, and I was around a bunch of women in the family as well, and believe me, the shit I heard about dudes doing that. So yeah, that's.
I don't think we need no more.
No, I don't think we need it anymore. But this shit right here, my hat's off to this guy, whether fictional or real. That he watched, you watch this chick turn around.
I mean, but
9 dudes.
But this is gonna expose a lot.
Okay.
The fact that the fact that me and you have slept with the same person. Back when we were dating.
Yeah.
But
But what?
That didn't change my view on you.
I think it's because of how it went down.
When it was a person, I was very comfortable with. So
I think the other thing was because I actually asked you.
That, yeah.
And I
don't think you expected a yes.
Yeah. Because it was supposed to be us.
It was random. It
was real random. That shit happened.
And that's not like I wake up and dream of it. Ooh.
Yeah.
But
right.
It happened. Was I drunk?
I don't think either one of us were. No. I know the other person was.
Drinking?
Yeah.
I don't think I was drunk. It take a lot for me to get drunk, so yeah. I don't think I was.
Yeah, I gotta get my liver back trained. because I take long breaks.
You not drinking a lot is not bad. I don't understand. You. What? That's another subject for another day. We're gonna talk about that shit because that don't make sense.
But back to what we was talking about, sexual past, and it's funny that here it is. We also had a run in with some close exes, as a matter of fact, ourselves. Just like that 6 degrees of separation.
Oh, one of my exes is your.
But the thing is I didn't
think it mattered. The nigga got married and everything.
I didn't never sleep with that person also. But I never slept with him either. That's what was funny.
But y'all were friends.
Yeah, we were.
Y'all were friends, and it's not like I planned it that way because that was years and years ago.
One thing is,
but the fact that
we're, us being in the Carolinas in one of the major cities, this is not New York. This is not one of those situations where you're gonna this is more likely to happen. You're gonna end up running into some people in certain the same circles. But it is also city is also big enough where it's not gonna happen either. But it just so happens that was years and years apart from each other. So
all of it.
Yeah, all of it was. So can we sit up there and like, who? No, you can't. So one of the other things that when we talk about sexual history, turn around and that happens. Some people, there's that question that you ask that do you really want the answer to? A lot of people, one of the questions, how many people have you slept with? Or was this other person better than me in bed? Why would you ask those questions?
I just want to make sure you weren't at risk of losing your penis.
I can understand that from the amount of partners, yes.
That's all I want to know. Did your tongue ever go numb? Any weird bumps?
That particular part, yes.
That's all I want to know.
Right.
Just saying.
So, yeah, but why, you talk about sexual history. Why, okay.
What bothers me is the fact that I was involved in your sexual history and I did not know I was in that rotation. That to me was a lack of communication. The fact that you had all those other partners wasn't my issue. It was the fact that it was like we were all intermingled because of you.
I was the one thing that was connecting all
You
this.
was a web. We were kissing you and doing all the other stuff. You were doing all this other stuff to everybody else too. That's nasty.
I'm not good at this shit.
Well, you lay in bed.
As I was trying to say,
made that bed too.
One of the questions that some people end up asking is like, has anybody ever, one person better than the other one, or has someone ever done you like this? Again, like I said about women, like I said about women, men, you ask that question, more likely she's been fucked by another dude, like whatever it is.
And more likely it was better.
Yeah.
Just because, and the thing is, it's not even whether or not it was better. Why do you need to know? Yeah. What you gonna do? Try to upstage? What you gonna fly from the ceiling?
Right.
Nah. Wish you would ask me some.
Like, I have yet to have a woman ask me, hey, such and such doing, your girl doing you better than this. Maybe there's some out there that's asking that question. I don't know why they need that validation.
Because you don't know what that other person was doing to be better or worse than what you are.
And that's another thing. Like you said, customization. People are built differently.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the way around. Some things feel different. People have different nerve endings. Some people have different textures.
Some guys like they Gucci.
Yep. Something. Yep. That area. Some guys will let you get in that area. Some guys won't. There's some women that let you in that area. So, say if a man's, so if a girl does do something that another one doesn't do, that's because she ends up liking it like that. But the question is again, so far as the sexual past, does it matter?
How many times you gonna put your hand down, stab my knee? Do it to yourself. That's right. That's what you're gonna be doing tonight.
You gonna ever hear the end of this shit? This is gonna be the ain't never hear the end of this shit episode. That's what this is.
Anyway, I for me personally, I don't think it matters. Like the whole issue with your former friend.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was an issue because we went our separate ways, and I didn't think it would like interfere with y'all's friendship because we weren't together. He basically got married at that point.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, why do you know, why you care? Apparently, if you marry someone, you let all that other shit go.
Yeah.
You would think.
But with, I think this is a little bit different than sexual history. I think this is whether or not some people still want to wanting to still hold on to some things.
Not a fucking fence or a tree.
I understand that.
You're not gonna have sex with me and then poof, I can't be with nobody that you know.
I can't lie. I'm actually guilty of that myself. I mean, not just in this situation, but it's not like the other thing was, like I said, it was years apart. It wasn't. I didn't know, and it wasn't like
I don't know how you didn't know, but apparently you did.
It was somebody else. I thought, that's all.
Tall and voluptuous like me.
There was another girl that was hanging out around the house that was tall and voluptuous. Yes, that's who I thought it was.
I mean, I went down. It's the reason why that nigga got left. It's the reason why I left that nigga. So, I mean, anyway.
But I think that's another one where I think Mark. I'm not saying like you're a fence or a tree or a fire hydrant. That's also another topic right there, because there are people, both men and women, who feel that once sex has happened, that territory is supposed to be marked. I understand there's supposed to be like guy and girl codes, like you don't mess with somebody.
I understand the codes.
You don't mess with their ex specifically. Mm-hmm. My thing, if it was somebody like your side chick or something like that, it's like some extra. Mm-hmm. But then you can't get upset if that person goes. And I know some people who are really adamant about that. You don't. But again, that I can see where that sexual past is like, hey, at least try to have a conversation with somebody, especially if it's one of those. Mm-hmm. The thing is people are grown over 18.
I mean, and I think that was my whole issue about it, was that I thought, usually when you move, hopefully if you're moving into another relationship or situation, that past is hopefully healed up to a certain point where you can, kind of have a clear mind about things.
Right.
Because it's like, if you're holding on to all them emotions from these past relationships or partners.
But the thing is it should only be an issue about, like I said, if it affects your present. If it affects you that way, you're right. There's some things you might need to kind of explore. If we're talking about physical, like if it was like like I was asking if my tongue went numb or my dick was gonna fall off or something like that, you definitely want to know if someone got the Kuchahama Humawatzes or something.
The what? Say that again.
Kuchahama Humawatzes.
How many times have you said that before?
Kuchahama Humawatzes. I just thought about this.
Oh, okay.
Kuchahama Humawatzes. I don't know.
I mean, damn.
It's like
real specific.
It's like, I don't want none of that. It's I don't know if you want to catch that or some form of
just saying, like, it just rolled off your tongue.
And I couldn't say algorithm the other video.
Right. Can't say algorithm. You say
Kuchahaba Hooba what's it?
Kuchahaba Hooba what's it?
Exactly.
Oh jeez. You're not gonna have me saying that shit.
I'll put that as a tag. Kuchahaba Hooba what's it?
Have you ever had
Kuchahaba Hooba what's it?
Oh gosh.
Anyway, like I said, I'm the goofball. I said that at the beginning of this one.
But I mean, as far as I don't think the amount of partners you've had is like even in most situations it should not be an issue. Right. Because if you feel a certain way for someone, what difference it does to me? It doesn't matter if you've had 1 or 100. it's also the fact that it wasn't me. So it's like,
as long as all the equipment work and it's getting you there,
ta-da.
and you're keeping it right here. But this is the other thing about this post, and we've said this a lot. This particular post is about two married people.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, and this woman here who got had a train ran on her by 9 other dudes, and her husband still.
Hoeing is a blur, so
yeah, hoeing is a blur.
you ain't gonna remember that shit.
Now we have to get a shirt made of that one.
You gotta get a hold of it.
Yeah, yeah. So but this particular one was about two married people. A lot of folks catch married feelings in boyfriend girlfriend situations.
Mm-hmm. Or you do have some people that want to act like they married and they are far from it.
Right.
Like just because you live together and all that shit, it's a whole other situation.
Yep.
When you got that piece of paper.
Oh,
and they say it ain't nothing but a piece of paper. That shit means something.
Yeah. Let that other person be in a medical situation. Just because you had kids by them and you're not married, that don't mean shit.
You could have 15 kids by that motherfucker. That don't mean shit.
So
y'all could have been together 20 years. That don't mean shit.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, does it really matter? Just as long as it doesn't affect you in the current. Now,
I mean, that's the way I feel about it. I mean, it depends on where you are. If you're insecure within yourself, then maybe you don't need to be in a relationship where someone's past is going to affect you like that.
Point taken. Batteries or fleshlight might be your option. Or a good old hand and lotion. So,
or just maybe that person ain't, or maybe the timing isn't right.
Yeah, because you haven't actually healed, and like I said, if that's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I'm done. I gotta write this menu for the rest of the month.
Yeah. So, as we stated, every Monday and Thursday at noon.
Eastern time.
We'll be right here. Usually end up dropping links. Eventually I might end up having to do the channel link, that way they can just come in. But if you have any comments,
suggestions,
thumbs up, thumbs down, leave them in the comment below.
Don't be thumbs down just because you don't feel like it.
Yeah, just because
you're an asshole.
Or because your girl cheated on you and you asked that question that
she left you because you asked her how many partners she had.
Yeah. And she told you just because she got fucking your best friend that just had to be 4 inches longer than you are. So what? She came back to you. And chick
in the end.
Yeah, chick don't get upset, don't thumbs down because you had a train run on you by 6 dudes and this girl made 9.
Right. And still married a nigga.
Yeah, still married. You complaining you can't find one. There was at least none of them that fucked you.
So
anyway,
maybe you should have went up 3 more.
Exactly. Better the odds.
I mean, but they don't even say if that was him. I don't think it was him.
No, it was just yeah.
I'm saying I don't think he was one of the 9.
Right. That's an interesting.
You just know about it.
Yeah, he just know.
Was he just standing there?
Yeah. Was he the dude in the corner?
That's ill.
Looking like
he the one that was waiting to get in.
Looking like Charlie Murphy on that Dave Chappelle thing on the
Hold up, because did she say he knew about it or he saw it?
He saw it. He
watched
me.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Yep, bruh, he takes my cape. My wife calls me and say he took my cape for real. I couldn't even do it. So
yeah,
you can email us at
married WOP.
That's
at gmail.com.
That's married MARRIED, W as in whiskey, O as in Oscar, P as in Papa, at gmail.com.
I was gonna spell it. Gosh, yo.
All right, that's a good one. And what are you doing with that candy cane?
Unlike you, I'm about to put it in my mouth.
Catch you guys later.